Greetings, 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 greetings. Greetings and great rising, greetings and great rising. Good afternoon or good evening. Wherever you are in your day, wherever you are on your journey, baby. Welcome, 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 and welcome back. For those that are new here, my name is Robin, the creatrix of Amethyst and Clover, coming to you with an update in regards to the antique black tarot, baby. Ashe, Ashe. Yes, I have done a video. I've done a video in regards to the unboxing. I'll link it down below. So if you want to check that out, see the cards, Ashe, get my thoughts, my feelings, my views, first impressions, baby, listen. Ashe, Ashe. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you an update in regards to, how I'm doing with the cards. I've cleaned, cleansed, consecrated them, made them mine on the solar eclipse, which took place on 4:30. And it did get wet. It was a unexpected rain shower, just came out of the middle of nowhere. I had them charging in my windowsill with the sun that rising, and they got a little wet. They're fine. That just made them even more mine. And once it was only like the first 4 or 5 cards, whatever. And once they dried, and we did our thing. I could really feel the energy. I felt the energy from the moment that I received them. That was my main takeaway from the unboxing, was that you could really feel the energy, So I definitely wanted to make sure that I, did my part, clean, cleanse, consecrated, made them mine. I did the interviewing of the deck. I have a journal. This is the journal that I'm using. My sister gave it to me for my birthday. Thank you so much, sis. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. So the way that I've been working with this deck, because that's mainly just, what I'm here to share, how I've been working with the deck. I'm really at the point of just journalizing. So I got my little journal here. I got notes, the things that I want to, utilize, the things that I want to work and learn, and, how I want to work with the deck. Ashe, Ashe. So just to show y'all a few cards, these are the cards that I've been working with today. And I think they're beautiful cards. They are a collage, and they are in a gold writing, simple, eclectic for some, to the point. And they just speak so much to me. I am on this phase of my journey, really taking a look into Hoodoo, and just seeing how I can incorporate that, which isn't hard at all to do with the rest of my studies and practices with the ATRs, the African Traditional Religions, Ashe, Ashe, and all of my other studies and practices as well. Wicca, Voodoo, Ifa, working with the Lawas, the Orishas, Ashe, Ashe, especially my ancestors. I call myself a root worker because I work with the roots. I work with our ancestors, my ancestors, Ashe, Ashe, and that is a big part of Hoodoo, So my team, my spiritual team, has been nudging me, to just take it to the next level. And this is where I am, with taking it to the next level. So with the deck, it is a part of the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition. So on one aspect, it is not hard to read these cards at all. If you are familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith, then you will definitely be able to read these cards. The words have changed, as you can see. This says the 6 of jars, so the jars of water. This is the grandfather of roots. Ashe, Ashe. So the way that it's worded in the guidebook, and this is the guidebook, is not lengthy, long, drawn out. And I think I gave this overall deck like a 9.5 in the beginning, for the simple fact that, just me, it was a Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, and it did not have a plethora, nerd here, dork here, it doesn't have a plethora of information. So that was my little, 0.5, takeaway. How to the ever I must give that 5%, that little, that little 0.5. I must give it back, because since working with the deck, for me to get so much information out of this little book, or booklet, as some would say, baby, listen, it is jam packed full of information. And as I was doing my first video, it started dawning on me that it's like hidden in plain sight, baby. Ashe, ashe. So the way that I'm utilizing this deck is I'm focusing more so on what you see here and what the guidebook says. So to give you an example, this is what I was trying to say, because y'all know, squirrel. What I was trying to say is the way that it is set up, I'm assuming, and assumptions always make an ass, baby, so don't come for the kid. Or help me out, clean it up, let me know. This one it falls in line with the queen of whatever it is. The queen of swords, air, wands, water. The grandfather rolls in that line. You got the chap, which is like the friend, which I'm assuming is like the page. Then you have the cousin, and I love the names of them, like the chap is the friend, then you have the cousin. So that's like, it gets no thicker than your cousin, baby. Ashe, ashe. And then you have the grandfather, and then you have the grandmother. So you have the elders, and in our culture, that's pretty much the order. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like the parents aren't relevant, but, the grandparents is where it is. Ashe, ashe. So I do love that energy that comes with the deck. It's reminding you of family, So if you are trying to get a better understanding of the court cards, this one has really been helpful, because just for me, I have been paying more attention to any deck and just calling them the family, or the house of, like the house of swords, or the house of pentacles, or the house of wands. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at them like they are a family. So that's what's been working for me. And this deck pretty much just comes right on in and says that. So I will say that this deck also is for those that are already familiar with the Rider-Waite tradition, but you just want to expand, or you want to take things to the next level, you want to dig deeper, you want to do a little something different, this deck will definitely be for you, especially if you're part of the ATRs, or especially if you are working with herbs and you're working with spells, you're doing your petitions, you're working with voodoo, Ifa, it really doesn't matter of the tradition. A petition is a petition is a petition, baby, regardless of how you do it, regardless of the ritual, the rite, or how it's set up, you're still, requiring some assistance, and you're doing so ritualistically and verbally. Ashe, ashe. So yeah, so to give you an example, with the grandfather of roots, I focus more, so if there are any roots, that's what I focus on. And this card is showing like Hi John, and then it's also talking about Lapta, Lapata. Let me just find it. Robin, just find it. And the roots are first. And the thing that I like about the roots it gives you roots. So, if you're just getting started with like herbs and things like that, it gives you a list of roots that you can really start to get to know and work with and study and practice and explore. I love that. So yeah, where are we? The cousins of roots, the grandfather of roots. So the grandfather of roots, it says an elder. Let me see if I can get that in a better focus. There we go. An elder sits on a throne with his feet soaking in a tub. He sits atop a hoard of roots next to a pile of winnings from his favorite game of chance. A depiction of Hi John the Conqueror. The herb depicted is the Hi John root and the Empomea jalapa flowers. The divinational meaning is good luck, material wealth, gain, abundance, foot washing, using wit and intelligence for material gain, greed, and acquired resources. So, like I said, this little booklet, it really is jam-packed full of information if you work it right, or if you allow it to work. If you allow it to work you and you work it, baby, listen, without even really telling you that this is a spell, you can really start to formulate, an introductory level of spell working, an introductory level of getting to know your herbs, and then build from there. This could be a good starting point of at least come through, come through. Oya and Shango was on the move here, baby. On the move here. Ayibo. Asheo. Yes, so it really can be a good starting point. So what I've done is I've taken the time to go through. Right now, I'm just working with the suits because there's so many of them and they tend to get overlooked. But I see more and more as time is going on, people are starting to pay a little bit more attention to putting some meat on with the potatoes when it comes to the suit. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, so like just to give an example, because I don't want to, do too much. Suit of roots, which is considered the earth energy. You have Hyjon, you have five finger grass, you have the magnetic lodestone, master root, angelica root, Hyjon root, as well as the orris root, which is also known as the iris root or the Queen Elizabeth root, Ashe, Ashe, and it goes on and on and on. So since some of these roots are new to me, and even the ones that are not, I definitely want to do like a deep dive into it. I definitely want to immerse myself into it. And this book here, Hoodoo Herb and Root Magic, and this is by Catherine Yarnroad. Ronroad. Correct me there, but yes, this has been a very good companion. So when I go into, let's say that it's talking about Hyjon, and this book is in alphabetical order. I do know that some people say that they have issues with working with it. I just, for me, if you are looking for, like I am looking for Hyjon the Conqueror, it is in alphabetical order, and there is more information in the back in regards to how you can actually use the herb. Ashe. So here we go. Hyjon the Conqueror. It is also known as the King of the Woods, King Root, Man of the Earth, Man Root, and then Jalop as well. So the flowers that is also named in this card is also a part of Hyjon. So anyway, Hyjon is a bulbous brown root used to enjoy commanding power, gain personal mastery, and strengthen nature. A person possessing a Hyjon the Conqueror root will never be long without money or a lover and will be extremely lucky in the game of chance and business. Ashe, Ashe. Whoa, baby. Listen. So yeah, as you can see, his little playing cards are down there, his winnings. He's like soaking his feet. There's so much that could be given in regards to that. So with Hyjon, you can also use this as a foot wash. Ashe, rolling in the deep, baby. You better come on through. Yes. So that's how I've been using it. I've been using it like that. I'm not focusing so much on the traditional sense. I'm using it in regards to the hoodoo energy that this deck is really all about. Hoodoo is a part of our culture, the African American culture, and it is a blend of many other cultures as well. But when you get to the root of things, when you know the root of things, they're going to all overlap anyway. So just like voodoo, just like a lot of other ATRs, hoodoo is not a religion. It is a craft. It is a practice. I know some people do consider it to be a religion, to each their own. For me, I'm not using it in a religious sense. I'm using it in a spiritual capacity in regards to my craft. Ashe, Ashe. But yeah, this is how I am working with it. So I'm just taking some time and like really digging deep into it. So for every card that I have in the suits, if it gave me an herb or if it's talking about certain things, I write those certain things down and then I take a deeper dive into that. So like on this page, I have working the roots. Working the roots. And that's something that I called it because this is for my personal studies. This is for my understanding. These are my takeaways, So let's say for here, we have the 9 of lights, which stands for, the fire energy, Ashe. And we have matches here. And this is in regards to burning a petition or, a petition. So you see the brown paper bag or the parchment paper. You know, I took a look in regards to why is the brown paper bag, you know, a common thread or a common theme or a staple when it comes to hoodoo. You know, what are the matches all about? Like, it's very symbolic. So there's a lot of symbolism that's taking place here, and that's what I am choosing to focus on. And the more that I dig into it, the more that it really does provide a story, you know, and being a part of a storyteller lineage and trying to develop my own flow in regards to how the messages are coming and what exactly is it that I want to convey and what the spirits are trying to convey and, you know, the universe is trying to convey. Baby, listen, you know, it can be a little challenging because some of the books that I love, you know, that comes along with decks, they're very wordy, they paint a perfect picture, and then you kind of get lost in regards to what the book is saying as opposed to, you know, what your intuition is saying or what, you know, you've opened the doors, the gates, and the portals to get the answers for, baby. So I find it very easy to not have to try to remember, you know, it's like right in your face. You just have to do a little bit of digging. You have to want it. You have to, you know, want to know what's really going on. Like here, you know, she's at the graveyard, you know, and this is a gatekeeper. So it's energy like that. So what do you do when you're going to the graveyard? You know, some people, they just go right in. Others, they give an offering, you know, to grant access. You know what I'm saying? So each house, each coven, each tradition is different, and the way that people work with it is different. If you are a solo practitioner of any type of tradition, path, religion, you know, I find that you really do get to dig a little deeper and put your spin on things and, you know, make it yours. Ashe, ashe. And so far, this deck has done exactly that. Just to give an example of just from these cards that I have here, things that I've taken a look into. Like I said, some things I know about, I just still want to explore and get the energy of the cards. Ashe. So that is the graveyard, and I focused on the gatekeeper. Ashe. Ashe. This one is the Six of Jars. I haven't gotten to this one yet, but as you can see, it looks like there's a whole bunch of supplies that may be needed. You may want to have in your curio. You want to have it in your mojo bag. You may want to have it on your altar. Ashe. These are sour jars, you know, so I didn't know what sour jars were, so I'm taking a good look into that and the folklore and the symbolism and the spells and the magical workings of it all. Baby, listen, huh? And some of it is not so, you know, in your face. Some of you actually do have to put a little bit of work into. Ashe, ashe. But as you can see, if you wanted to use this as a traditional deck, you know, you could. The Eight of Swords here, ashe, ashe. But see, as an example, I would be talking about like binding. Like maybe you're trying to do a binding spell, or maybe somebody did a binding spell on you. This is how I would utilize this deck. It wouldn't just be about, you know, you're trapped in your own mind. You need options. You don't know which way to go. You don't feel as though that there's any way out for you. You feel stuck. It would be a little bit more than that. I would be able to, you know, take it to the next level in regards to the spiritual and the magical workings of, you know, putting in that work. Ashe, ashe. And, you know, you could also look at it in regards to like horses, you know, freedom, messenger, you know, something about doing something with water. You know what I'm saying? So you could be needed to do a cleanse or collect some rainwater. You know, it all depends on how it's coming through. I've heard in my travels that this black and white is symbolic or something. So when I get to this card, that will be a part of my focus. You understand what I'm saying? Like these cards are really telling you things, you know, but you have to want to know these things. And for me, the first thing that I see is Ursula Dawntor in the background, you know, with the baby in the back. See the picture? It will be things like that that I will take a look into, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to come through, give you guys an update that I am, you know, still working with the Antique Black official what does it say? The official guidebook. The Antique Black is a tarot for us, by us, because of us. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ayibobo, ashe yo. So yeah, once I have completed everything, I will definitely come back, give you my overall thoughts and views, and do a spread, and see where it goes, see where it takes me. Ashe, ashe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this video. If you want to see more videos of the Antique Black, stay tuned for that. And then just rock with the kid. Definitely worth supporting. Ashe, ashe. Ayi boo boo. Ashe yo. Until next time, peace, 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 peace. And if you're not having the day that you want to have and the life that you want to live, change that shit, baby. Peace.